What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Factorio. Last time we were here, what did I show off? The train station, I believe. Right? Right? Maybe? Yes, correct. Showed off the railway system, train system. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I have an explanation. So, actually, I'll get into it right now. I just wanted the blue belts. So I've made just a chain. We need iron plates and gears. Iron plates, gears, and the gray transport belts. And then this when you get this red, it upgrades to steel and gears, and the yellow belts, and then this steel gears, red belts. Into a box for blue belts for me to take and purchase, so I always have belts to use, and eventually I'll get to the next one when we get to the next upgrade here. It's not until I get the logistic science pack in there. I guess I can research it, but I haven't researched it yet because I don't want to research it yet because I can't produce those bottles yet. So one thing I did do is upgraded iron. It's fully electric now, so it crafts at, if you look at the right side, crafts at speed 2, which I actually don't really know how long that takes to craft things, but crafts at speed 2 and only releases 1 pollution, so it's our best furnace we have right now compared to the steel, which also, the fluid burning crafts at 2 and it has 3 pollution. The steel crafts at 2 speed and has 4 pollution, so it's the best one we have right now. And then I think there's 2 more upgrades. Like I think there's a version 3 of the electric furnace, so eventually you'll get crafting speed faster. I don't know if pollution will go down because 1's pretty low already, so unless it goes 2 decimals, which it honestly could. But so I was able to take the coal line out and just reverse this belt to just go down, and it all feeds that way because it's the only one I've converted so far. I haven't converted any of the other smelters just quite yet. But like this coal line, these 2 will have to go here anyways because we need this to make plastic. You need coal to make plastic, you need coal to make grenades, so this line will stay here, but I could take this one out, that goes all the way to copper, which then continues on all the way to stone. I could take those out once I upgrade those factories. One thing too about the factories, I have a factory 2 here. There to go. So thing about factory 2 is obviously it's bigger, the interior is bigger, and you can actually nest. I don't have any small factories. You can nest the small factories in the big factories if you want to, and it has more ports on the outside, so that's 3 ports at each location instead of 2. Obviously that would take a lot of planning, but you could do it that way. So far I'm just sticking with the small ones, but I might switch to like some bigger ones just to hold more things, just to build inside. Here I have a little chip set up, so we have these module labs. These are modules, so that's in this tab. You need a module case, module contact to make modules, and then you need, these are circuit boards, I believe. Speed circuit board, speed logic board. You see, we need speed logic boards to make a module 3. That'll take a while because it needs the processing unit, the blue chips, blue circuit chips. And I'm nowhere near that yet because my oil production is shit. It wasn't one thing, it was another. Oil production was fine because iron was slowed up. As soon as iron got going well, and wasn't the thing that was in demand, now it's plastic, now it's oil that's in demand. Oil's our lowest consumer right now. So I am geared up. I have a few pump jacks on me. I'm going to drive my tank down, set up a oil base here, and I'm just going to do actually a trick that me and my friends have kind of come up with, and I'm just going to pipe it all the way up here and just connect it to this oil line. I'm not going to bother making a train station and loading it that way. I'm just going to pipe it with, underground piping, and that don't give off any pollution, therefore aliens won't attack it, they won't be drawn to it. So That's as a side note. But anyways, this whole little operation up here is because you have to do module research. You do different things to complete module research. It's not the research bottles. It involves these circuit boards and such, and a modules lab instead of like a regular research lab. That's a mouthful to say. Combining effect, oh jeez. Oh, that's what these are. You combine the chips. There you go. Nowhere's near that point yet. Could do railway 3, get faster trains. So yeah, you know, if it's not one problem, it's another. And so it's not iron anymore, it's plastic that's slowing us up, because plastic slows up the red circuit boards. Right, these are circuits. What are we creating here? Advanced circuits. Electronic circuit, advanced circuit, which slows up blue research bottles, which just slows up research being conducted. Because it's oil. And there's some other processes that I need to do with oil, but I can't, or I'm not trying to do them yet anyways, because of oil. If I add more process to it, it's just going to slow down oil even more. So what's the point? So yeah, so oil is kind of the next thing on my list to do. All the bases are holding up well. If you can see, the map has changed a little bit. I did go on tour with my tank here, went on tour and just around. I was just using these piercing round magazines, just going around kind of cleaning up bases around the place. So we haven't been attacked yet. It's been relatively safe. So that's a plus side. That's a bonus for us. But of course you got to leave this stuff up here for when the eventual respawn, or when they move up and build a new base, you know, in your pollution cloud, which is just an eventuality. It's just something that will happen. Other than that, everything else has stayed relatively the same. I do have finally built laser turret. I also built the plasma turret Mark II, laser turret Mark III. Plasma turret's got like huge. It needs, and these all need to be powered by electricity, by the way. It's just got a huge radius, and it's like away from it. So if anything gets inside here, it's screwed. So you'd have to place it with other turrets to protect it. Huge range out there. Laser turret's a regular range, but much larger range than this, I think. Yeah, much larger range than a turret, a gun turret. The Mark. Does this have extra range? 20, or only one, so 28. So a little bit less than a sniper turret, though. Interesting, interesting. Fuck it, we're gonna research it. Not that I can build it yet, but this is the logistic science pack, so we need all those things for it. Not that I'm going to be able to build it yet, but fuck it. Just knock it off the list. And then to kind of wrap up, I have a rowboat port. It's got logistics robots in it, and it's got construction robots. So I have these new chests around the place. We have a passive provider chest, which just provides material to the logistics system. And then I have requester chests that you can put in a request to make the logistic robots pick up from a passive chest and bring it to the requester chest at a desired amount that you can set, like whatever you want. Ones like this, I'd set it, oh, I need 500 of these in the chest. And they won't stop until there's 500 of those in the chest, or if there's just none of that item in the logistic system. So like with this chest, it doesn't have any module cases in the logistic system because it needs plastic, which of course we're low on. So they're away right now because there's nothing to do. They have no task. We have the production science pack. need all those things in it. So that's good. Actually, the assembling machine 2 wouldn't be that hard, neither with this. Hose, the 13 and electric furnace. That's a bit expensive. It needs the advanced circuits, which need plastic. So you know we're just in a continual loop here of needing plastic. It's great. It's lovely. It is what it is. See, I have all these chest connections here too. You don't have to just use belts. You can use chests. You can do pipes. I think that's it for going in and out of factories, but just put a chest on this end and then it'll just shoot out. Just set the arrow. You can reverse it. Balance mode, input mode, output mode. So output mode will throw it outwards. Input mode, of course, will throw it all inwards, and balance mode will make sure there is an even amount on each side. So like if there is 10, there's 10 stacks here, so to make sure that there's 5 stacks and 5 stacks each side if you leave it in balance mode. But what I'm doing, I just put them all to output mode, except this, of course, because the steel's outside already. Same with the iron. Probably throw a inserter on here to fill this copper chest up. But just to show you guys what's happening here. Now my robots got a job because they need to fill this chest because it's out of gears and out of steel. So the logistics robots, they come and they fill the chest for us. And I'm in the process of upgrading some of these because these are the first robots, so they're small. The red ones, of course, are faster because they're like Mark II. They're logistic robots too, so they're a little bit faster than the yellow guys. In the process of updating those guys. But yeah, so my next mission really is to get oil. Need to get more oil. So oil is the problem. Last thing, actually, before that, I can showcase. We have the speed modules. This one's actually done. So I have speed modules right now. You have a bunch of different ones that you can make. I haven't researched yet, but you have the efficiency module, which decreases machine energy consumption, and then you have the productivity module, which machine will create extra products at a cost of increased energy consumption and reduce speed. And from there you can create obviously these merged modules. So we have this one, a pollution cleaning module, so obviously reduces pollution released by machines. And then this one is a pollution producing module, so it would increase the pollution, which I don't know why exactly you'd want to do that, but best guess would be if you want to lure the aliens to a certain area. That would be my best guess as to why you would use that. So anyways, we have these speed modules. So these ones are module 2s, so they increase energy consumption by 20%, but they increase the speed at which the machine works by 40%. So these slots here where you put modules, and this one has 3, so you can put up to 3 modules in this thing, and you can mix and match them. They don't have to be speed modules, but speed's just kind of the best one for where I'm at right now to put into things. And the reason I started that up was because my oil was shit, so I put in, these guys only have 2 slots, so there's only 2. And this beacon only has 2 slots, and the beacon does is anything in its range. Gets the efficiency is, if you look right underneath working on the right, it's only 0.5 distribution efficiency, so these machines only actually get, well, 20%. I wonder, would this get 100 if there's only one machine? No, it's a constant thing. Just checking, it's just a constant thing though. So instead of getting 20 and 40% extra, it would just get 10 and 20% extra, which you can see because it has 2, so it should have 40-40, so that's 80, and then 20 would be, 2 20s would be 40 on that. and then plus that would be 160 increased mining speed and plus 80 consumption electricity. But you can see on the right, mining speed is plus 120, so it only gets half of the beacons, which is 40 because there's 2 chips in the beacon, and then half of the energy consumption, which is only 20, which is a fair trade-off, but still kind of sucks. Not speeding up as fast as I would like, so you could probably put another beacon down, help speed these guys up faster, but I mean, we're running low on oil here anyways, so it's time to just move on, get more oil. And with that being said, I think that's everything new today. Been a little bit busy, but and yes, I did that all in one day. It wasn't multiple days. And some of you be like, wow, you did that all in one day? And some of you are like, wow, you only did that all in one day? All depends on the inflection in your voice, but yes, I only did this all in one day. Be impressed or be unimpressed, I guess. That's up to you. That being said, guys, that'll do it for today. So I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, comment, do any and all of those things if you enjoyed the video today. And as we say up here in Canada, peace out!